and producing some of my favorite movies. With his creativity, wit, and good timing, he has become one of my favorite directors. I hope from this presentation he will become one of yours too. A man with a mind unlike any other strolling onto a movie set with a beige suit or any of his hipster-esque outfits. He's ready to make his own tiny world in the length of a film, pushing himself to keep on trying his own originality. The precision of a Wes Anderson film relies heavily on his own creativity. I never knew about Wes Anderson until I saw the film Moonrise Kingdom. Set in the backdrop of the early 1960s in New England, two 12-year-olds with problem backgrounds decide to run away. However, as a hurricane threatens their area, so does the people who have legal guardianship over them. I've been hooked ever since. You know you're watching a Wes Anderson film when you see distinct features of the film. One of these features include the architecture and setting. Anderson scouts specific locations and/or creates his own in models to film. We can see this in the boat he found for the Life Aquatic and the model created for the Grand Budapest Hotel. In all of Wes's films, he has a color palette. It's unique to Anderson's films because his palette is distinct but not overbearing. Some examples include the pastels used in the Grand Budapest Hotel and the neutrals used for Moonrise Kingdom. There are even color palettes unique to a backdrop like India in the Darjeeling Limited. You might also know it's a Wes Anderson film based on his extensive list of recurring actors. The number one person in almost every Wes Anderson film is Bill Murray. Using his comedy to also tackle serious roles, others include Jason Schwartzman, Owen Wilson, Angelique Houston, and Willem Dafoe. Every Wes Anderson film is symmetrical. Although not confirmed by Wes himself, many people have found shots in his films with characters looking or facing the camera. In these shots, they seem perfect, which might be a facade to looking perfect but not feeling that way in the characters portrayed. Another way you know it's a Wes Anderson film is the constant breaks of slow motion. It can be used to portray big moments or turning points in his films. In the Darjeeling Limited, the brothers are running to the train with the clear intention to be free of their own misfortunes. The costume design of Wes Anderson films make each character stick out. Margot in The Royal Tenenbaums wears a fur coat that screams Upper West Side chic with a bob, while Sam and Susie from Moonrise Kingdom have vivid costumes to highlight adolescence in the 1960s. The Zissou team all wears uniforms of blue and red caps. The music in films highlights Anderson's own taste in music, mostly music from the 1960s and 1970s. That includes classic rock and pop. Characters are also influenced by the music. In The Life Aquatic, Sue George constantly sings David Bowie's songs in the breaks of serious situations. Anderson has also delved into creating figures for his own animated films. The first one he created was The Fantastic Mr. Fox, which received praise for his portrayal of Roald Dahl's novel. He recently also came out with The Isle of Dogs, his first feature-length film since 2014, about dogs getting trapped on Trash Island. I wanted to also show the films that received critical acclaim. The Royal Tenenbaums revolves around a family that has their distant father come back into their lives, claiming he is going to die soon. Love, vulnerability, and deception lead the family in different directions. Overall, the family is dysfunctional to themselves and the people around them. Rushmore was Anderson's first critical acclaim that introduced Jason Schwartzman and Bill Murray into the world of Wes Anderson. It focuses on a high school student who, despite being a part of every club, has low grades and is socially inept. He falls in love with a preschool teacher who ends up falling in love with his mentor. The Grand Budapest Hotel won Wes Anderson his first ever Golden Globe. During the 1930s in Budapest, Monsieur Gustave is the manager of a lavish hotel. He hires a lobby boy named Zero as his mentee. Monsieur Gustave is accused of murdering one of his clients, and him and Zero must prove his innocence. The Darjeeling Limited focuses on three brothers whose father has recently died. They decide to reconnect and go on a train around India to find themselves. There are minor bumps in the road, but they continue to find themselves and even try to connect with their estranged mother. Along with movies, Wes Anderson has also done commercials. They are extended ones that are mainly clothing and perfume ads. In the H&M advert, it's Christmas time on a train, and a little boy finds joy even when he's not at home for the holidays. In Prada, two men fight over a girl's affection with the name Candy. Having fans that adore the originality of his content, Anderson has people that have written books about his movies, detailing his writing style and his effect in cinema. There are essays, pictures, examples from other films, and drawings to take you through his world. He has also inspired many to make parodies about his films. In Honest Trailers, it describes every Wes Anderson movie. That sounds repetitive. However, it shows how Anderson keeps his own format that is similar but different every time he moves a camera. Originality exceeds blockbuster appeal. Wes Anderson characters are all unique and hold a special place in my heart. Defining cinema characters and especially strong female roles are prominent in Anderson's films. I hope one day I can audition for one of them. He's the actor-director who wants to see you succeed on screen, along with other projects. With this extensive look inside the mind of Wes Anderson, I hope you love his work as much as I did. I would suggest watching Moonrise Kingdom first because it's my favorite movie. Thank you very much. I wish I could plug a David Bowie song in here to end this.